So to start off with, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum Base. It's hydrating and I've used it many times. So I'm just going to go in with that. This just smells so good. Today for foundation, I'm doing the Makeup Revolution, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a stick foundation and it's F1 and it's the lightest one. It just looks like this. Just gonna go in with that. Blend that out. Okay. For concealer today, I'm going in with the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer, and it's in CW00. It looks like that. Okay, so this is kind of dry, so I'm going to get a different concealer that I know isn't dried up. So it's the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 15 Fair. I'm just gonna go in with that one because I know it's not dry. That's much better. Gonna have to get a new NYX one because I do like that concealer, just all dried up, so So to set my whole face, I'm using the Pixie Flawless Translucent Powder. And I'm just going to go in and set everything with that. And today we are talking about an urban legend. And we are talking about Charlie No Face, which is an urban legend that is from around, you know, where I live. I live in Western Pennsylvania. And so this is in the Pittsburgh area, which is a few hours from me. So surprisingly, I have never, that is a lot of powder, holy crap. I never really heard about Charlie No Face when I was going into school. No, I went here from 3rd grade to now, yes. So I've lived here for a while, and you would think if something was pretty talked about, I would have heard about it, which I didn't find out about it until other YouTubers were talking about it, which was kind of odd because the YouTuber that I found out about it lives in Florida. So you would think I would have heard about this before now, but it's okay. So there's actually a few versions of this legend. So we'll talk about a few of them today. For bronzer today, I'm going in with the Profusion Cosmetics Highlight and Contour 1 palette. And I'm going in with this shade right here, which is Light Sculpt. The legend. There are a few versions of this legend, and so one legend is that he worked for a power company and he was struck by lightning or by a downed power line. Another version is he worked in a factory as a factory lineman, and he was splashed with acid. Both stories agree that his face was discolored and disfigured after these accidents, and somehow his skin got turned green. So he's known as Charlie No Face, but he's also known as the Green Man. And they say that his spirit haunts the roads, and you can see his spirit walking through town. And his skin is glowing green, and that's how you know that it's him, and his face is disfigured. Now I'm going in with the Lancome Blush Subtle, Blushing Tresor, which is this. I've used it a lot. I love it. It smells good. Some stories say that he, when he had his accident, he retreated to his house and he never came out. And then he decided to haunt like the streets, and he walks around, and some legends say that he actually died and it's his ghost that haunts the streets, and that's what you see when you see the green glow, is his ghost. For highlighter today, I'm going in with the BH Cosmetics Duo Highlight 9 color palette, and it looks like this, and I'm going in with this shade right here, that kind of whitish bluish color. I got this at TJ Maxx and it was only $5.99, and originally it was like $8, so I'm pretty proud about that. Sometimes TJ Maxx really has like really good deals, so keep your eye on that stuff. I got a whole bunch of like expensive makeup there for very cheap, like this Pixie translucent powder. I got it there, I think it was like $1 or $2 or something. And Pixie products are not the cheapest. I got palettes there. Anyways, that's not this video. Another legend that basically goes in hand with Charlie No Face or the Green Man, but it's the Green Man's tunnel. And there's a tunnel that is in South Park Township. So I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, the original one. I know you're probably going to see me go through this palette a lot. in my videos. It's a good palette. I really like it. So we're using it today again. And then I'm going to take this shade right here and I'm going to go all the way and set my eyelids with that. And then I'm going to go in with this color right here and I'm going to put that in my crease. So the legends that say that Charlie No Face or the Green Man passed away, they say that his spirit went to this tunnel in South Park Township around Pittsburgh. And so they say that his spirit haunts it, and some people can go and see his spirit there, which of course will be glowing green. I haven't actually seen a story online yet because I will continue to research these things, and if I find different information then I tell you in my videos, I will update you on it. And so I will continue to research this story. Apparently his ghost can be seen there glowing green. And so basically what this tunnel is used for is they use it to store their rogue salt. So like for the winter, they keep big piles of salt there. I have heard people say that they've like gone to check out the tunnel and it was filled with salt, so they couldn't go in. And I've seen videos where the tunnel was like completely empty, so I think it depends on what time of the year that you're there, you will be able to go into the tunnel or not. And this tunnel is pretty easily found, so you could just easily go find it, and then do whatever you would like to do. I was going to see if I could find the tunnel when I was down to my brother's house when he was getting married, but I didn't really have time to do that. So maybe eventually sometime I will be able to take you guys with me and go check out the tunnel myself. So there's a few legends that go with this tunnel. One legend, of course, is the one of Charlie No Face, and his green appearance. Another I've heard is, this palette is so messy. Another one that I've heard is 2 women crashed a Corvette somewhere around there and their spirits haunt it as well. So I'm gonna go in with this black color right here and I'm going to put it here and in the crease. Wish me luck. I've never really done a black look. I've seen it, I saw it on Pinterest and I was like, I really like this and I want to do this. I don't know how well this is gonna go, so we will see. Ooh. Another urban legend that I heard from the Green Man's Tunnel is a man took his family there and murdered them with a hatchet. So apparently they haunt the tunnel as well. Again, I don't know how true some of this information is, so we're just going to continue on. Definitely gonna have to clean that brush off before I use it again. Wow. Okay. Now I'm going to take a flat brush and go in with this color right here. And I'm just going to put that on my lid. So hopefully this goes well. So that worked, which I'm super excited about. I have some fallout, so I'm just going to take my putter brush and I'm just going to sweep it away. Which this is easier to do if you have a big puffy brush. Kind of like, you know, this one's fine. And this one's probably better because it's, yeah, I'm just going to use my monster one. Because it's a lot easier to get everything because it's so fluffy and it won't like smush the fallout into my eye. So, okay. So, I didn't like how it was looking like in this area, so I took some concealer and I kind of sharpened it up a little bit. And then I took a powder brush and I just kind of patted it around. The reason why I didn't show that is because I went to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh. So I just came in here and I fixed it. So now I'm going to take this brush, it's just what I use for my lower lash line. I'm going to go in with this color right here and I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line. So now I'm going to dip that into the black shade and just go right here, just a little bit on the outside. And then I'm going to take that flatter brush and take the blue shade and go a little bit under the eye where that black shade meets. So going in with the Milani Stay Put Brow Sculpting Mechanical Pencil in Espresso. I'm just going to do my eyebrows. Okay, so behind the legend, actually the legend is somewhat true in a way. The man known as Charlie No Face, his actual name is Raymond Robinson. And so when he was a child, he climbed a power line and he got electrocuted. And he actually was not supposed to survive from this. And it was in the newspaper that, you know, he's probably going to be dead in a few days. And unexpectedly, he made a full recovery from it. And so what happened was he lost his eyes and he lost his nose. And his face was messed up from it. Well, that pencil's all gone now. So he like stayed in his house and he was afraid to go outside because he didn't want to scare anybody. He didn't want to like alarm people with his face. And so he just stayed home. And so when he got older, once he was an adult, he was getting sick of being in his house so much. And so at midnight, he decided that he was going to start going on walks. So I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Coconut Spray. And I'm going to set my face with that really quick. So he started going on walks and he went at midnight, so there weren't as many people around. And of course there were some people who saw him, and that is how the urban legends started. They knew about the accident that he had, and they knew that his face was, it pretty much melted, I guess. I'm gonna put a picture of him in right now. So, so he would go on walks at night, and once word started going around, people started to drive by to see him. Some people were not as nice to him. They would pick on him, they would bully him, which is terrible and horrible that people would do that. I'm going to take a brush and put some of the highlighter on my inner corner to brighten that up a little bit. He also had, like, of course, he also had huge supporters of him, and these people would like go down, talk to him, say hey, treated him like an actual person. And then there were people who would just want to say that they've met him, and they wanted proof, so they started to buy him beer and cigarettes for pictures. Now he agreed to it. Of course, he got free beer and cigarettes. And so soldiers would take pictures with him, and that's how the legend got across the country. Because they would take pictures with him and they would tell the other soldiers like all about him. And so the legend of Charlie No Face spread. I'm going in with the Essence Lash Princess and the waterproof one. It looks like that. Raymond was an actual person. He actually had an accident. And it resulted because of him climbing a power line. He got electrocuted, and that's how everything started for him. That's how he lost his eyes and his nose, and And that is a reason why I'm so interested in urban legends, because there is truth behind it. Everything always starts from something that like actually happened. He was an actual person. This accident actually happened to him, and it turned into this complete... Oh, I'm gonna line my lower lid with the LA Girl gel liner in very black, because that just looks weird down there. That's much better. I was putting it on the lower lash line and I was like, why does this look weird? Okay, much better. Like I was saying, that's one of the reasons why I love urban legends so much, because one thing spread to like this whole big thing. People can start one thing from one tiny little like ounce of something and turn it into stories and backstories on things, and how things can spread so far. And it just amazes me how many different stories can come out of one thing. And so when it comes to urban legends, that's, you know, something that interests me. Like, how does this get that big? You know? All because one person saw something and was freaked out by it, or like a few people, and it just spreads into this whole entire thing. And it just amazes me how quickly that can happen. That this man was just like a little boy and had like a horrible accident, and then as he got older it just turned into this entire story that isn't true. But Raymond did pass away, and so of course people wouldn't be people if there wasn't an urban legend that his spirit went to the Green Man Tunnel, and people say that's where his spirit lays. There is a legend, of course, that his spirit's there, and if somebody goes to visit him and if they're a bully, he's not going to be that nice to people. Do I believe that his spirit is there? I don't know. I don't know his backstory enough to know where his spirit is. I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Color Rich in Radiant Pink, I believe it is. I was just gonna align my lips with that. People do say that there is something in that tunnel, whether it's Raymond's spirit or something pretending to be, I don't know. But it just goes to show that just because you hear something doesn't mean it's true. And now I'm going in with an e.l.f. lipstick. It's just like a little liner thing. I was cold all day, so what do? To film? To put a crop top on. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. So I had a lot of fun making this video. I love when I can go into an urban legend and learn about where it came from and how I know where this started from. So it was a lot of fun to talk about it and to go more into detail about where this urban legend had come from. and talk about more of this is the real part of the urban legend. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you want to join the Pride and subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to know every time that I post a video, go ahead and hit that notification bell and you will be let know that I have posted a video and you can stay updated. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!